Hello everyone, my name is Georgia and I'm a British expat currently living here in sunny Singapore. So I've been living here in Singapore for 4 years now, and I create content on my YouTube channel all about my life here in Singapore, sharing my experiences here through a foreigner's perspective. So today I'm going to be guest vlogging for the EF YouTube channel, and I'm going to be giving you guys an insider's guide to Singapore. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the basic information you need to know before coming to Singapore, as well as some of my favourite spots around the city. Now, when it comes to getting around Singapore, public transport is honestly your best friend. Not only is it really affordable, but it's also incredibly efficient. And let's be honest, because Singapore is such a small country, the longest train ride you'll probably ever have to take is only around an hour. My top tip is to pick yourself up an EasyLink card from any train station. You can also pick these up at the airport, and you use these to tap in and out of MRT stations and on buses to get around the city with ease. So one of the first places I've decided to bring you guys along to is Singapore Botanic Gardens. This is honestly one of my favourite places in the city. It is beautiful. I honestly think it's one of the best botanic gardens in the world. If you're a lover of green spaces, this is the place to come. There is so much incredible wildlife to see here, as well as tropical flowers and plants. So yeah, we've just arrived. It is quite hot, and I'm going to take you around Botanic Gardens and show you some of my favourite spots. So if you guys didn't know already, Singapore is a tiny island state located just between Malaysia and Indonesia. It's also just 85 miles north of the equator. This means that Singapore's climate is incredibly hot and humid. It's ultimately summer all year round, so the average temperature here is between, I would say, 29 to 33 degrees every single day. And obviously you get the tropical rainfalls through the year, but there are no distinct seasons. So my number one tip would be to pack light if you are coming to Singapore. You just need to pack t-shirts and shorts and flip-flops. There is no coats and jumpers to be worn here in Singapore, that is for sure. We have reached the gazebo, and this is the spot where I usually see turtles. Now, there we go, I can already see one. Can you guys see? This side of the pond is usually teeming with wildlife, and I often see huge monitor lizards around here as well. Quite often you can also catch monitor lizards swimming. Also this huge fish here that I have seen a few times. I literally just saw it as I said that. That's so weird. Comes up to the surface sometimes and makes this huge splash. Although we never see it, we just see the splash in the pond. It's almost like the Loch Ness Monster of Singapore. It's very strange. Another top tip of mine is to do as the aunties do in Singapore. So the older generation in Singapore are referred to as aunties and uncles. And aunties are renowned for holding out umbrellas in the sunshine to protect themselves from the sun. Now, I have completely adopted this method, and I find it such a great way of shading yourself, especially at Botanic Gardens when the sun is blazing. It's a nice little way to cool yourself down and keep your face out of the sun. So I do really recommend that. Grab yourself an umbrella, because rain or shine, you will always need an umbrella in Singapore. Now, here at the Symphony stage, there are performances on most weekends. I know they always do performances on Sunday evenings, so you can come here to the park. Look at this incredible view, it's just so beautiful. So this is a great spot to come with friends or family and have a picnic, and then you can just watch the performances in the evening. So if you were wondering, Botanic Gardens is actually free entry. So everything I've shown you so far is free of charge, except for the Orchid garden, which I'm going to take you to now. It's only $5 entry, but I 100% think it's worth it. I always recommend my friends and family to check it out. So let's go. The National Orchid Garden actually has over 600 species of orchid here. So, I don't know how many of you guys are into your flowers and your orchids. I definitely recommend this place. It's such a beautiful spot. Okay guys, I think our tour of Botanic Gardens is complete. I need to go find some air conditioning to go cool down. Next we are going to go grab some lunch at Hawker Centre, so I will see you guys there. Okay, now when it comes to food in Singapore, you should do as the locals do and hit up the hawker centres. Honestly, you truly haven't experienced Singaporean food until you've eaten at a hawker centre, and I can tell you that it is life-changing. With a huge selection of food choices for incredibly cheap prices, you're sport for choice when it comes to your next meal. The variety of food available is crazy. There's usually every kind of Asian cuisine that you can think of, and it's just all so delicious. The best part of all, no washing up. Okay, I just queued about 20 minutes for these wonton noodles, but that is a top tip in the hawker centre. If there is a long queue, you know that it's going to be good. This is what I've gone for, delicious wonton noodles. This is actually delicious. It's a very different wonton style that I've had before. This tastes more like barbecued, and guys, this only cost me $3. You cannot go wrong with a $3 dinner. So if there's one good reason to head to Singapore, it's definitely for the food. So the train service here is commonly known as the MRT. Now whilst on the MRT, you may notice signs stating that food and drink is prohibited on public transport. So generally, Singaporeans are very law-abiding citizens, so you will notice that the streets here in Singapore are so clean and well maintained. So to avoid getting in any trouble yourself, just make sure that you are equally as respectful and dispose of your trash correctly in bins. Just be a nice human. And remember, if you're travelling on the MRT, no durians allowed. If you're unsure what durian is, it's the yellow stinky fruit. Also known as the king of the fruits, but I think I'd have to disagree. It's not to my taste. Okay, it's our last stop of the day. Welcome to the incredible Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay is one of the most impressive parks that Singapore has to offer, with its spectacular super tree structures, giant greenhouses and skywalk over the gardens. Walking around the park is free of charge, but there is a charge to enter both the greenhouses, which by the way are freezing cold and not humid as you might expect. In my opinion, the best time to experience Gardens by the Bay is early evening from 5 till 6 p.m. when the temperature starts to get a little bit cooler, and then you can stay for the evening light and music show. Fun fact is that these 50-foot super trees are actually solar panelled, which means that the electricity generated from the sunlight powers the light show that is held twice a night here. I highly recommend it. It is one of the most beautiful light shows you will ever see. My top tip is to lie on the ground so that you can really immerse yourself and experience the light show to its full potential. It's honestly an unmissable experience. While you're here at Super Tree Grove, I really recommend that you go up to the OCBC Skyway. This is the bridge 20 meters above ground where you can walk around the circumference of the Super Tree Grove and get incredible views of not only Gardens by the Bay but also Marina Bay as well. Again, this looks absolutely stunning in the evening when the whole place is lit up. So there's a little bit of a breeze up here, which I'm appreciating greatly. Entry up here to the OCBC Skyway is $8, so really affordable, and you get absolutely spectacular views of Marina Bay and the city. That wraps up my insider guide to Singapore. I really hope that this video was helpful and gives you an insight into what Singapore really has to offer. A big thank you to EF for kindly working with me on this video, and if you guys want to see more of me, you can find me on YouTube. My channel name is Georgia Caney. So I'll hopefully see you guys over there, and thank you for watching. Bye!